Hello, Franklin families. We hope you are all staying healthy and safe and that you are ready to start a new school year. Everyone at Franklin Public Schools have been very busy preparing our buildings, classrooms, and hallways for your arrival. Teachers and staff have been working very hard to get ready to start classes again. We know this year already looks and feels different, and it's going to be. We also know you have questions about what school will look like once students attend. We have created this back-to-school video, and we encourage you to watch it with your children. It certainly won't cover everything, but we hope it answers some questions and gives students and families an idea of what to expect. Every day, before children leave home to head to school, they should be screened for symptoms of COVID-19. Check your child's temperature and ask them how they're feeling. If your child isn't feeling well and has any symptoms that cannot be attributed to another condition, such as allergies, they should stay home. If your child attends school and shows symptoms of COVID-19, they will need to be dismissed. It is important that you are aware of this, so you are able to develop a plan to pick your child up quickly if needed. It is also important to have a plan for what to do if your child wakes up sick and cannot attend school. Students should come to school with only the essentials. They should bring their backpack, Chromebook, lunch, and any necessary materials. All students and staff will be required to wear masks that follow our mask guidelines. Only approved masks will be allowed, no bandanas or gaiters. It would be good to pack an extra mask with your child and label them with initials to help the kids keep track of inside versus outside. Extra masks should be brought in a Ziploc or brown paper bag. We will have extra masks for any student that needs one. If your child takes the bus, they will need to wear their mask at the bus stop and on the bus. Parents who wait at the stop must wear a mask too. Everyone at the bus stop should keep at least 6 feet apart, except for siblings and family members who live in the same house. Students will use hand sanitizer and should remember to socially distance when entering the bus. No crowding. When entering, students should go to their assigned seats, filling in from the back of the bus to the front. Rows will be staggered, with students alternating between the window and aisle seats. Siblings may sit together, but students must remain in their seats and should not lean into the aisle, stand up, or turn around to chat with other riders. When exiting the bus, students should wait to be prompted and then file out from the front of the bus to the back, remembering to keep 6 feet between themselves and others. Walkers or car riders should have their masks on as soon as they enter the school grounds. Masks should be on when exiting their vehicle and while walking towards the school. Students will not be able to enter the building early, so make sure to check your school's arrival time. Early arrivals will need to wait outside and should use the painted sidewalk markings to keep distanced and stay in line. When prompted, students will enter, staying on the designated pathways and using only designated entries. Doors will be propped to avoid touching handles. Floor markings and arrows will help remind students where to go and how to keep 6 feet apart. Students should go straight to their classrooms and find their seats, keeping their belongings with them. Lockers will not be used and storage of student belongings will vary. Please know that different buildings will have different procedures due to their individual layouts and classroom setups, but all plans will follow our health and safety guidelines. If your child arrives late, parents may walk up to the building with their child, both wearing masks of course, and buzz the office. The student may enter the building, but the parent must remain outside. The child should get a late pass from the office and then head straight to their classroom. Parents should try to send all messages to teachers and the school offices via email to avoid passing papers as much as possible. Parents are also asked to avoid bringing forgotten items to school unless absolutely necessary. Our hallways, offices, and classrooms will be marked to help students keep physical distance from each other. Classroom doors will be propped open for easy entry. Hand sanitizer will be placed in strategic locations around the building. Students should use it before touching any shared space or item, such as a door handle or light switches. Students will eat lunch in designated areas in their schools. Students may be eating lunch in their classrooms. However, no matter where lunch is held, health and safety procedures will be followed. Students will need to wash their hands prior to removing their masks and eating their lunch. Students will practice good hand washing techniques or use hand sanitizer. Once everyone is ready, students will be able to remove their mask and enjoy their lunch. There will be no sharing of food or snacks. Students will then put their masks back on, throw away any trash, and once again, wash or sanitize their hands. To the extent possible, schools will limit the sharing of supplies and materials that may be difficult to disinfect. Some materials may be used by a group and then sanitized before being used by a different group. Books are not considered high risk for transmission. Students will be able to check out and read school books. However, distribution of books will be managed by staff to avoid sharing prior to sanitizing. Students will have at least 2 mask breaks each day in a well-ventilated area. Masks will need to remain on during transition to the designated mask break space. Once prompted, students can remove their masks, but must remain at least 6 feet apart and should keep their masks with them. When the break is over, students will be asked to put their mask back on before transitioning back to class. Hand sanitizer use or hand washing will occur before and after all mask breaks. Recess will also require hand washing both before and after. Students will remain with their designated group. Outdoor recess may be used as a mask break if procedures can be followed. Play structures will not be used and limited play equipment will be available. Students should not bring in shared toys, games, or balls. If a student needs to be dismissed from school during regular hours, the parent should walk up to the building wearing a mask and buzz the office. The student will then be directed when to walk out, but the parent may not enter the building. Please try to schedule appointments during remote learning days as much as possible to avoid repeated entry and exit at all of our buildings. When school is over, students will be dismissed following pathways and maintaining a 6-foot distance. Parents should remain in their cars in the pickup line or designated pickup location. Any parents waiting for students who walk should wear a mask and wait outside in the designated area at their school, maintaining proper social distance. Students should keep their masks on until they enter their vehicle. Students who take the bus will follow the same procedures as they did in the morning, wearing masks and keeping distance, as well as staying in their assigned staggered seating arrangement. Once again, we recognize that this video does not address all aspects of the school day, but we are hopeful it has provided helpful information about what to expect. Each individual school may have procedures that are specific to their building and layout, but all will follow the district's health and safety guidelines. You can always find school handbook policies online for more detailed information. We are looking forward to a great year with your kids and are ready to get back to teaching and learning. Thank you so much.